ScAtt right now.
Yeah, and it's ScAtt Snake, so we're seeing a little bit of a different play style in terms of what ScAtt might be looking for, rather than Mega Man and camping it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, already from frame 1, we saw a dash attack. So ScAtt is already trying to run in and take down this Roy.
Oh, and there you see, that's what I love about ScAtt, the way he used that grenade there, and the way, look, ScAtt has so much control, look, because here's the thing about the way ScAtt was playing in that sequence there. He was utilizing all these different kinds of moves and tools, the whole RPS, and he was utilizing it in a way that was just comboing the moves into each other, and he was using projectiles, using the grenades to control space, and then using the combos with the neutral layer, just nasty stuff coming out from ScAtt.
But let's take a second to breathe and realize both these guys are past 105%, and it's maybe 45 seconds into the game.
Dude, they're just going ham, starting off with those strong combos, doing a lot of damage, but Roy with that hyper aggression and that fast speed.
But like you mentioned, ScAtt is using these grenades very aggressively. He's using them to extend his advantage state, and constantly we see this C4 just blowing up.
And I'm loving this I'm not loving that ScAtt accidentally air dodging a little too early and falling to his doom, but it's not too ridiculous since Mugen is already at 150%.
Yeah, we need 5 more per seat until the Mr. Sandman combo.
Yeah.
And right now,
put him to
there
sleep.
it is. There's the Mr. Sandman.
That's it.
So ScAtt, pretty much an even game, but if we see...
Oh, can I just say the way Snake was going out and throwing those back airs to anti-air Roy twice in a row, showing that, yeah, look, I know what you're going to do, Roy. You're going to jump in at me, and I got this long-lasting back air to stuff you.
But let's also take into account that Snake essentially has swords. They're just legs.
Yeah, I mean, very true.
I mean, his mortar, the way that he is able to dictate the tempo of the game.
Oh, wait, hold. Oh, man, that was so sick! ScAtt coming out with the clever projectile play with Snake.
Now, again, like I was just about to ask you, with this type of gameplay and the way Mugen plays Roy, you're at death's doorstep at any given moment. So, if you're playing as Mugen, how do you keep this tempo going?
Probably... it's risk. I mean, it could really go either way. Either way can be effective depending on the situation, where you could get either a little bit faster and pressure Snake more by not allowing him to set stuff up, or you can kind of just back off and, Snake's obviously probably not going to approach, but you just got to utilize that timing on those grenades to find your opening and then put him in a situation where his resources are extended.
What a great combo from ScAtt. Covering himself with the move.
Okay. That was a great call out from ScAtt. He ran up and did that up tilt at the ledge, calling out the jump from the ledge. He knew it was going to happen, and he probably knew because it might have been a little bit of conditioning. He might have stood at a distance that was optimal for Mugen to want to jump from the ledge, but then psyching him out and then just running up and catching him.
Yeah, and what we're seeing, these two players are so dynamic.
Yeah, definitely. And Snake is a very dynamic character, utilizing all those grenades and those delayed projectile moves to really just change up constantly the pace and the tempo of the match.
What's up? That's what
correct.
Yeah, that's what I would think, right, Greg? So, he-man stage, he picks stage, he picks character, he picks his, correct? Yeah.
So what's the issue?
So basically, the dilemma is ScAtt picks stages.
I think ScAtt. Well, that's an DSF. I don't know if that's an effect, but if you change your character, it has to be. You can change your character, but it has to be first because you have to allow him to counter pick. What? Yeah. Well, it depends if DSF is active.
Yeah, but we'll talk about the stage. So like the stage is done first.
Yeah. I mean, because you're basing your character pick based on the stage.
We're having a small bit of technical difficulties real quick, guys. Hold on one moment.
Just a little bit of confusion, and we just had to clarify how the stage picking process works. We just want to make sure that people are getting their just dues and their proper ability to counterpick.
So right now, we are seeing that ScAtt still sticking with the snake, but moving to small battlefield, which we've talked about this multiple times in the past. It's essentially tiny PS2.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's a more constricted version of a very fan-loved stage. A lot of people like to start off on it, but this version, a little bit more constricted. I think the platform heights are a little different, and the platforms are also larger, so they cover a larger amount of the stage.
But I don't think this is a particularly offensive stage for either player. You look how ScAtt's playing right now. He's launching out, he's lobbing out these projectiles, putting out these grenades, making Mugen approach, and then trolling him out with an RPG.
And then using the forward smash on the 2-frame. That was really great from ScAtt. Great timing. Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that.
So what we need to see right now is how is Mugen bringing this back? You know, ScAtt is at kill percent on this stage.
Now, here's the thing. In this situation versus Snake, you don't want to be too fast and too aggressive, because Snake will capitalize and keep trading with you by pulling out the grenades, and then what that's going to do is he's going to just keep surviving, and you're going to be at 80% by the time you get rid of his stock.
Yeah, but what I liked was ScAtt had a good idea. Drop the C4 onto Mugen, drop down with a fast fall up air, and blow up the C4. It looked like a great idea. It didn't pan out and cost him his life, but right now, Mugen has an absolute mountain to climb right now.
Yeah, those combos are really useful though against Snake, because if you're not using real what? I can't believe that kill. That was still sweet spotted, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah, great stuff there from Mugen. Finally going up and having some leeway here to kind of dictate the pace of the match just a little bit.
Again, just remember, this is 2 minutes into the match, and we're already looking for our last stops.
Yeah, man, these guys are serious, man. These Georgia players do not play. They're always in go mode.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the tempo of this match, they are just continually pressing their advantage, but also taking away so much knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, Mugen right now is having some real good. Ooh, that's
good diversion.
Finding himself at 89% to Mugen 0. ScAtt does have the ability to. He does have the ability to come back. Snake does have some combos and some good damage, and he also has.
So I remember 2 or 3 weeks ago, ScAtt was using that type of recovery, and we were both kind of perplexed by it.
Right.
So I think this must be a matchup-dependent type thing. But again, Mugen just in the driver's seat right now.
Ooh, ScAtt utilizing the low profile on that crouch, and that really helped him. And now ScAtt is in a very advantageous position despite being so far behind in percent. This is crazy. What's going to happen? Oh, that'll do it. Getting the jab to up air, Mugen able to answer back, and we got a game 3, and this is kind of hype because, you know, is this our first game 3 so far?
This is I believe it's our first game 3 of the set, but I mean, holy moly, what a sequence of events that we just watched.
Yeah, I mean, those guys were just out the gate, just going at it, and yeah, I mean, you saw some great plays coming out from ScAtt, or starting off with that early F smash on the ledge, but then Mugen not losing composure, able to recover from that.
But remember, this is a game of inches. A single mistake will cost you a stock in this scenario.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it was looking crazy for a moment there. ScAtt almost looked like he was about to make that comeback there. Mugen just happening to land that jab to up air. And then we're starting off on game 3, ScAtt versus Mugen. Ooh, utilizing that grenade also in the combo, just to get some extra damage.
And again, what we talked about is how ScAtt is using these grenades not necessarily as an offensive weapon, but more of a defensive tool to extend these combos.
Yeah. I mean, this is great play coming out from both these guys. But right now, ScAtt looking really strong, utilizing that up smash on the ledge.
I mean, if you want a lesson on how to play Snake and how to set...
There's your lesson.
Keep your eye on the ball. ScAtt is putting on a clinic in terms of what to do as a Snake player when you are being ran down by a more aggressive character.
ScAtt Snake is so nasty, utilizing all those C4 on the platforms and stuff just to keep that unexpected pressure from all kinds of crazy angles.
So now Mugen has figured out a way to punish that crafty recovery from ScAtt. But what we need to see is I just want to see ScAtt kind of slow down the game. We're playing with Mugen's style of being nothing but aggressive.
Yeah, one thing I really like about what ScAtt's doing too is such masterful use of Snake's normals, using that back air very frequently to anti-air Roy. It's really good.
Yeah, and it looks like, look, we've talked about this before. Snake essentially has swords, they're just his legs, but
Yeah.
the way ScAtt is utilizing those normals to cover Mugen's options is completely stuffing out their plan of attack.
These guys are playing so fast, but they're still playing careful. Like, you would think in that huge sequence of them using moves on each other that one of them would have overcommitted at some point, but they were, you know, just poking still. Like, even though they were in each other's face, they were still safely poking. And, put some respect on ScAtt Snake, y'all. Like, no one likes to talk about ScAtt when we're talking about nasty snakes for some reason, but look at what this man's doing.
Look, his Snake is definitely known. What I will say is that this is such a game of inches right now. A single mistake, like that recovery, will lead to your ultimate demise.
Yeah, and that was it. That Impeccable doing it. ScAtt putting Roy off stage. How is he going to try and even up this score? This is important. This is game 3. He needs to make this happen soon.
And here's the thing, he just keeps changing his routes on these recoveries. What we need to see, this is it.
No, not quite, but Roy almost trying to set up and space that right, utilizing all the moves of the dancing, the double edge dance.
Now,
no way. No way. Oh
what
my
a
God.
phenomenal kill by Mugen.
I can't believe that. That's Roy, dude.
That's raw.
Oh man,
That's raw.
That was crazy.
That was raw.
Yeah,
You can't do that to someone.
that was insane. Cause Snake's heavy. What? Oh my God.
But it's small battlefield.
Yeah, that is. That's small battlefield.
You have to take it with what you get.
Jab to F smash off the ledge. Great showing from Mugen there, man. He really defended his honor right there.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, okay. He jumped in the blast zone. Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure about. It looked like his momentum did stop, but then he just tried to jump back and he